monitor the performance. Okay, so this summary is very important. So next time, when someone asks you to build a strategy to ensure sustainable operations, these are the steps that you can use to help you to build that strategy. So the strategy is basically the step number 4. But in order to arrive to the step number 4, you need to understand all the concepts and then be one by one to arrive to the last step. Okay, Khang, any question?
Not yet so far.
Okay, do you understand what I have presented?
Yes, I think.
Okay, perfect. So don't worry. What is the competitive dimension? Those concepts are the key concepts that we are going to go through today together. Yeah. So let's assign the group so you can work in smaller groups and you can come back to each group will present briefly your part and then you can ask me questions if you have any. So the group CM1, you should go for the slide number 4 and 5, which is, to define how the operations can be deemed to be sustainable. Okay, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Group CM1. Group CM2, you can discuss about the order winners, which is the slide number 7, and the order qualifiers. Explain to us, for everybody to understand what is it. And if you have a question, you can ask me, yeah. And the slide number 8, which is the example of IKEA. 7 and 8. Okay, CS1, you will work on the competitive dimensions. Slide number 10 until the slide number 12. So 10, 11, and 12. Okay. CS2, you work on the trade-off. The slide number 13. EM1, you work on the slide number 15. And the slide number 15 and 16. Okay. EM2, you were on the slide 17 and 18. EM3, you work on the slide number 20. And 21. And the last group is 1, you work on the slide number 22. Okay. So now it's 12:26. So you have, let's say, 15 minutes. Is it okay? Until 12:40, we go back to our main room. Yeah. So please look at your watch. All right. Thank you. Please go to your room to work.
Teacher,
Sorry,
I have a question.
you had a question.
Yes. Did we need to prepare a slide, or we just based on your slide to explain?
Yeah, no need to prepare the slide. You just discuss on what you present to your friends. so everybody can understand that concept. So basically, you teach others. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, well.
Em nói rồi.
So because I will be on the sharing screen, so I may not see you raise the hand. So if anyone want to intervene or want to ask questions, feel free to you know to speak. You don't need to raise the hand. So so CM1, please let us know what is how do you define the operations to be sustainable?
Ủa, lát mình đâu có phải show cái gì cho
Don't
thầy
worry,
đâu đúng không?
there's no rating or anything. Just feel free to share or to speak.
So, about the first one, Alfred, research about the strategic sources, about the scarcity. Scarcity refer to how common the items is, and in relative sense, how many substitutes might be available. So,
sorry, are you on the slide number 456? Which is this slide 456? The sustainable operations.
So selection by customer.
So the group CM1, please turn on your microphone. Everyone in the group, please turn on the microphone. And this is the discussion. It's not a presentation or whatever. Feel free to speak what you have in mind or what you see, or if you don't understand, just say, I don't understand this or that, so I can clarify.
The first one we want to talk about the definition of sustainability. So it is ability that the company need to meet the current result without harm or compromising the ability of the future generations to meet their needs.
Okay.
And next is about the
Ủa anh chị ơi, vậy là anh Khang với lại chị Thư là Ủa chị Lâm hay chị Thư là làm author winner với lại author qualifier đúng không ạ?
And the stakeholders. So basically to differentiate who are the shareholders and who are the stakeholders of the company.
So the shareholder are the people who are legally own one or more shares of a stock in the company, whereas the stakeholder who they are the people who are indirectly influence the action of the firm. For example, like the customer, the suppliers.
That's very good.
Yes.
Slide 7.
Slide 7 là
I would like to.
Slide 7 là cái activity system đúng không anh?
So there are three areas of the sustainability.
Ủa, quay lại hả? Quay lại cái team hả?
Ê, vậy chia đôi không? Tao làm cái order winner hay cái order qualifier đều được. Còn một cái mình chia ra cho nó đầy đủ.
Hurry up.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes. So the first social responsibility. The
So we
social
have three
responsibility is the idea that business should operate in a way that benefits society and the environment, as well as their stakeholder. This means considering the impact of their business on stakeholder, including employee, customer, supplier, community, and the environment. The second that about economic property, that's say that economic property refer to the rights and obligation associated with owning something of value. This right and obligation can be formal, as defined by law, or informal, as defined by social norms and customer. The property rights are essential for a well-functioning economy. They are able to securely own and use resources, which encourage investment in innovation. Additionally, property rights provide a mechanism for resolving disputes over ownership and use of resources. And for the last, that environmental stewardship, that environmental stewardship refers to a company's impact on the environment. It argues that companies should strive to protect the environment as much as possible in a very least avoid causing harm. It suggests that companies should take steps to reduce their ecological footprint by carefully managing their consumption of resources and minimizing.
Sorry, what are you reading? Are you reading from the book or something?
No, the definition I have searched on the book.
Yeah, be concise. Otherwise, people cannot understand. We need to be concise. We don't need a lengthy definition, right? So what we need to bear in mind for this part is when we talk about the sustainability, there are three things that you need to bear in mind, which is the economic, social, and environmental. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. So for social, what is the social responsibility according to you? Very short one. What we talk about in the social responsibility?
Is about a social responsibility that business protect to that fair to their labor, the community, and that's on the stakeholder in the environment.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Yeah. So let's move on to operation and supply chain strategy. This is just a very common, about this is what is, let's say, is just the operation and supply chain strategy need to fit into the corporate strategy. So according to the group CM1, the corporate strategy is bigger or the operation and supply chain strategy is bigger?
Wait, can you mean that which is bigger between the operation and supply chains, right?
My question is which one between the corporate and the OSC strategy, which one is bigger?
Yeah, the corporate. The corporate strategy must be bigger.
Correct. So that is the we have the corporate strategy, and then the supply chain will try to fit in, deliver the corporate strategy. Okay. That is the only thing of this slide. Okay, thank you, Group CM1. Group CM2, please turn on your microphone and you can go ahead. You can talk about all the qualifiers and first, and then all the winners. I think your voice is broken up. Anyone else can back up, please?
So I am from CM2.
Hello too.
Okay, so first we're gonna talk about the order winners and auto qualifiers. So in terms of describe marketing oriented dimensions that are key to competitive success. So here we can remember a little bit about the marketing knowledge about the competitive advantages. So basically is the definition of creating something that is more stand out from your rivals so that you can get your products, your service, or any kind of products that you're giving to the customers and let them stay in their minds.
Yep.
So that here we have the auto winners. So, and as you can see on the screen, that is the criteria that differentiate the products from or services to one and another. So maybe the features that the customers they decide which product is more likely to be purchased. So here, let's take an example. I will give you guys an easy example so that we can understand more. So it is they can be the competitive advantages such as quality, the delivery speed, the reliability, the product design, flexibility, and image that the firm's customers are selected that the
Okay,
company's products.
let's take Starbucks. According to you, what is the order qualifiers of Starbucks and why the customer will choose Starbucks, which is the order winner?
I think talking about Starbucks here in Vietnam, it will be the what do we
Qualifiers, huh?
say? Qualifiers. So I think first is the brand that is really well known. So the reputation stay first.
Okay.
If talking about the brand, so they choosing on top of that to the customers' reputations is one of the orders winners of Starbucks. Secondly is I think it is about the diversity in the menu, so you can choose
Okay.
and customize a lot rather than others
Okay.
shop. So that is also the other winners.
Okay.
And my friend Đặng Hoàng Ngân also stated the reputation about the brand image of Starbucks also helps to
Yeah, this is the
promote
brand
the
that you
other.
mentioned in the beginning.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Think
we
more
also
about the logistic. Think more about the shop. When you go into the shop, there's aircon, decor,
so
decoration.
yeah, so they have really signature decorations, which they first about a location they always locate in really nice places.
Exactly.
In the center of every city that it comes, so that it attracts the right customers that they are aiming to. About the interior, you can see the cozy and the really warm atmosphere there, so that we can actually work and then stay for main or occasions, meeting friends there. So
Yep.
I think
So
yeah.
for the order winners and for the order qualifiers, right? So basically, we just think of as ourselves. If we want to go to a coffee shop, we want to be in an aircon coffee shop now because it's very hot. So that's why that is one of the other qualifier, meaning that if for my standard for example for this segment of customers, they will not go to a coffee shop without aircon because it's too hot right now, for example. So that is one of the other qualifier. Yeah. So but there are many coffee shops that have aircon right now, right? So there are other dimensions that they will screen, right? So from those dimensions, the winning dimension, which is the order winner, is the criteria that will say, okay, I must go to this one. I finally, after screening, a few coffee shops in the areas, I will decide to go to this one. So that is the order winner. So according to you, what is the order winner for Starbucks?
I think it will be the customer service. It's not really like the customer journey. Yeah. So when you come to Starbucks, right? What difference, as I mentioned, is the customizable menu and how they gonna let your name on the drink, and then makes you feel like you're really special, and it's about the feelings of what the service of Starbucks landing
so it's a
on to the customer.
customized service.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so that is for you, that make the Starbucks successful. Okay, so other people may have other feeling. It's debatable. But at least we understand what is the difference between other qualifiers and other winners. Okay, so next slide is about IKEA. Please go ahead. According to you, what is the other qualifiers and other winner?
We talk about the activity system, right?
No, this is what you see for IKEA, right? They have different features. So according to you, what is the other winner that they want to deliver to the customer?
Mr. Can I say it? Well, as far as we know that IKEA order winner is that they have like cut edges furniture with low cost, and it's about the sales selections and DIY products.
Yeah, very good. Exactly. So you got the point. So exactly. So the other winner of IKEA is this part. Product, low cost, modular furniture that is easy to transport. So basically, because they build this kind of product because they think of their customer segment. Their customer are the people who are young, not wealthy, and have children. That's why they build this kind of product to fit to the customer segment here. Okay. Very good. So on the one here are basically the qualifiers that help them to achieve to the main objective, which is the low cost, modular, and easy to transport. You understand? Did you have anything else to add in here?
What do you expect, Professor?
No, I don't expect anything. I just want to say that you got the right point, which is the other winner here. Here is the other winner. So everything about the store features, about the service features, blah 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 behind is the entire strategy that IKEA put behind in order to achieve this product winner criteria. Remember, we have this one. We need to determine what is the order winner criteria of our organization. That is the first step. Okay. So now, you go back to your homework. Yeah, not homework, the teamwork. Based on your company's product or service, you will list down the order qualifiers, and you will determine what is the order winner of your company. So again, to determine your order winner criteria, you need to determine your customer segment. Who are they? How are they? Are they Are they old? Are they wealthy? Are they not wealthy? Do they have children? What do they do in their job? Whatever. Right? So what is your targeted customer segment? So from there, you will build the criteria that will help you to win this customer segment. So that is basically to determine the order winner criteria. Okay, any questions so far? If not, you go back to do your teamwork. So now is 1 p.m. So you have just 5 minutes. Go quickly to build to list down a few qualifiers, and then you determine what is the winner criteria to serve which customer segment. Okay. We go back at 1:07. Okay. For example, at Starbucks, if the drink is too sweet, can you ask them to change another cup for you?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, you
that is
can.
the customer. Yeah, so that is the one we talk about the changes in the demand. For example, if this for this holiday we want to build, you know, drinks for the season. That is also the coping with the change in the demand. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm. That is also the flexibility and new product introduction speed. Yeah.
Yes.
Anything else?
I don't think there's anything else.
There is, for example, environmental impact. After sales support. What can you think of the after sales support? If you have a problem, if you get problem with your stomach after drinking at Starbucks, do you think they will? You can complain and you can get the support from the hotline. Can you try?
Yes.
Do you think so?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you did? Okay. How about the environmental impact?
I think Starbucks will seek more, and the customers need to provide what detail what he or she has eaten, so that he or she has a stomach ache.
Yeah, okay. You're talking about the after sales support, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So that basically we analyze, you know, we use those dimensions to analyze our business. Yeah. So the same thing. For example, now we move to the next slide. Competitive dimension of Sodexport. Sodexport is a manufacturer of the sport equipments. So according to you, what is the competitive dimension of Sodexport?
Sort of comparative dimension of Sodexport is first of all is the cost of price. It's considered to be competitive prices compared to other supplier when it comes to B2B business.
Okay.
And also another one is delivery speed or flexibility.
Very good.
Because there's all the department or the production process all in one side, and that means that the production time is kind of short, and they can like quality check on site right after the every product is produced, and that means that it can keep the quality. Yeah, the quality also another competitive dimension, but and the flexibility, so it can react to every order in around a year, and
they have the warehouse in two
yes.
continents. Okay,
Yes, the
very good.
warehouse is very large. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So let's move to the group CS2. We talk about the trade-off.
Can you hear me, teacher? Can you hear me, teacher?
I can hear you, but very soft.
Oh, okay. So we talk about trade-off. So because resources of a company is limited, so the time is limited, the money is limited. So you have to decide what strategy you focus on, and you have to trade off with another strategy. That can be called opportunity cost. So, for example, if a company focused on fast producing a product to beat the competitors, they might have to give up on the quality of the product because they don't have time to product testing or market testing. Or if a company is focused on low cost production, so they will not able to introducing innovative products or new products.
Because they don't have the R&D, right?
Yeah, they don't have on the investment. So a straddling strategy is a strategy the company choose to compete into characteristic of a product. For example, if BMW introduced their car, right? So they introduced the car as luxuries and very high performance. So that is the
Sorry, say it again. Introduce
So-
a luxury car.
And also high performance.
Okay.
Okay, so
Like a
that's
sport
how-
car, right?
Yeah, a sport car. So that's
Okay.
how companies compete in two different category of a product. However, it can be very risky because, for example, if you introduce a product that you say is quality and low price, the customer may doubt your word because they may not believe the products can be both quality and low price at the same time. So it can
No, but your example is about the luxury and the sport car. So the
Yeah,
sport car is not expensive. It's not cheap neither.
No, I mean that example is so how successful that a company can achieve, like BMW. But I mean, it can also be risky for another examples, like some company might introduce their product as low price and a very high quality, so it might not have
No,
the same
take
effect.
the example that you gave was very good. For example, BMW, we always know that they have a luxury car, right?
Yeah.
So now they want to compete with Ferrari, for example. So what kind of features that they add in?
They might no, I think they might add in like limited features. Like I don't really know the features that they might add in to compete with another sport cars.
Okay. So now give us another example then about the straddling.
Okay, about the straddling strategies. So I think another example is that might be companies like IKEA. So they provide products that is quality and low price comparing to the Western market at the same time. So
Quality?
Yeah, I think the quality is high. However, it's not the highest. They have to trade off. Like they don't use the highest material. However, they use like mid materials, and they offer good design at
Right.
affordable price.
So what are the additional features that they add in order to do the straddling?
Yeah, I think they add in the customization in their products to compete in that category, right?
Customization in their product. Okay. So why is it risky?
I think that might be risky because it might cause the price of the products to be higher than like affordable margin. So
okay.
it might,
So in order to build the team behind to support that can be costly. That's what you mean.
Yes.
So that will not be. They need to do the trade-off again on the price, right?
Yes. So the price might be go up, and
Yeah.
they have to
So
give up on the price.
talk about the straddling, you need to think of different customer segment, right? So the customer segment of IKEA is young, not wealthy, they have children, or couple, or single, right? So now imagine that they want to target another customer segment, which is the old people who have a lot of money. Okay, so it makes sense, right? When they say, oh, why we don't sell to those people, because they have a lot of money and they can buy our product. And we will do a straddling, meaning that we will add some features into our product or services in order to target those old and wealthy people. That can be a straddling, but that can be risky, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on. So now the teamwork, back to the teamwork again. Based on your order winner criteria, now you will determine the core competitive dimension in order for you to deliver that order winner. Okay, in order to catch your customer attention, you need to determine what are the competitive dimensions. It can be one dimension or it can be multiple, and discuss on the trade-off of those competitive dimensions. Okay, so now it's 1:25. Please work on this until 1:35 and then we move back. Okay.
Rồi.
Cho tới mấy giờ hả mày?
10 phút.
35 hả?
Trời ơi.
Vậy cái competitive dimension
Core competitive dimension như lại là what are the trade-offs? Trade-off chắc là high price quá à. Để thấy giá. Competitive dimension thì mình có cost, quality, delivery speed, delivery reliability với flexible. Mình có mấy cái khía cạnh đó. Đúng rồi. Dạ. Hình như hôm trước mình có cái competitive dimension là cái gì mà hỗ trợ sau khi mua hay gì đó, em quên rồi.
aftercare service.
Aftercare service. Chắc cái đó là mình liệt vô competitive dimension của mình quá. Thêm một cái. Environmental impact. Mình có maintenance service nè, mình có helmet crash replacement warranty, click and collect, buy now and pay later. Vậy thì mình cứ list ra trước đi ha.
can adjust for you. Otherwise, it will be reported that you are missing, that you are absent. You understand? If in order to check, you go to the private attendance here, and then you can check your if every day is reported correctly. Okay. This student reported so each student, please make sure you have your attendance correctly reported. Yeah, otherwise it's counted as wrong. Here, this student Khánh Huyền, you check in twice today, but you check in on the 22nd of January, which is wrong. So I just remove one for you, and then I will change this to February so it can be reported correctly. In order to check, you go to private attendance, yeah, and you see if your attendance is correctly reported or not. If you are reported 2 times, let me know so I can delete for you.
Teacher, my name is Jaman. In the last section, I forgot to check the attendance, but I do attend the class on the last day.
But it's too late.
So I'm not counted on that section, right?
Why you were not? Why you didn't check in?
Forgot.
You forgot. So next time, just remember to do, because it will be difficult for me. So last time, are you your student code is 323, right?
No, it is.
Trâm
Yeah, I'm the third one.
Anh, okay, let me check for you. Okay. In the e-learning, right? Okay. Okay, so let me check that for you. SCM 47. So, Trâm Anh, let's fix for Trâm Anh first. No, Trâm Anh. So Trâm Anh check in twice, right? Today? No, Trâm Anh, I cannot see you check in twice. Did you check in twice or not? Or you
No,
haven't?
I just checked in once for today.
Okay. Trâm Anh, but I think you have don't report it. Which day you were there but not check in?
Or maybe I forgot. I thought I forgot to check attend, but actually I did attend it. Okay, sorry.
Okay. You see, that is on the hardship that I need to go through when you don't do it correctly one by one. So please go to check if you have if you have reported correctly or not. If not, please let me know. This one, 3, 2, 3, reported twice today. Yeah, I don't know which student is it. Đoàn Vân An. So I delete one for you, Vân An. Vân An, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I delete one for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Next one, I see another one also here, 288. Who is it? 288. Who is it? 28. Hoàng Ngân.
Yes, I'm here.
Did you check in twice?
Maybe we have the CEO class this morning, and like I'm not
Okay, I
sure.
saw.
Yeah, then do the check-in.
Okay. Don't check in in advance because when I look at I have the timestamp when you check in here. So don't check in advance because this won't be counted. I will only count the time that I send you the link for check in. Yeah. Okay. So looks like clean. So we have 2 absent today. Okay. So the remaining people, can you have access to this file, student list? Can you have access to this? Or everyone cannot see this? Anyone can see this?
Sorry, I am 3122 2762. Yeah, I just submit and it's do not respond.
But it's missing, right? So you can submit again. If it's missing, you should submit again. So after you submit, please make sure that it's reported correctly. So take it. I forgot to check in due to some network error that I cannot see the message till now. Yes.
How can I know if it does not respond my submit?
You can go in to this sheet and then the private attendance, and then you can see by the day, you can see by your student code if you have reported correctly or not here. It's automatically reported here. And this one is the link is on e-learning. And just now one of your friend told me that the link doesn't work. Anybody else can try to see if you can go to this file on e-learning. Anyone can have access to this link, please let me know. Nobody can?
Yes, it said that the file is in the honor bin.
The file is, sorry?
The file is in the honor bin.
In the recycle bin?
Yeah, the honor.
The honor bin. Okay, I don't know why. Let's try. Can open with the link. Only people with access can open the link. Anyone with the link can open. Restricted. ISB. Can you try to see again if you have access now? Viewers. Yeah, can you help me to see if you can view the file now? Can you check e-learning to see if you have access to the file now? Hello? Are you trying? Yeah. Recycle bin. Oh. Okay. I think yeah, I will send you the link again. But this one is the edit link because this file I cannot get you the I cannot give you the edit feature. Share anyone with the link can open. Link copy. Okay. Can you help to go to try this link to see if you can view only or you can edit the file? Yeah, I see someone already in here. Yeah.
It is view only.
View only, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So so you can use this link to see if if you have checked in successfully. If there is anything you need to change, let me know. Yeah. So it should be reported under private attendance here. Okay, so looks like we have 34 students check in. So today only one person missing is Nhã Thanh. Okay, if Nhã Thanh happens to be here, please check in. Otherwise, you will be counted as absent. And then I see this student. Tuệ Hải checked in 2 times for the 25th of January. Yeah, so I delete one for you, Tuệ Hải.
Yes.
Attendance. Okay, so looks like clean now. Okay, so let's go back to our class. So now the group EM1, please get ready for the risk. EM1.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so for the assessing risk, there are 4 bullets that you may consider. First is the uncertainty in the environment. This refers to any event or factor that is unpredictable and can potentially impact the supply chain. Many examples include geopolitical instability, economic fluctuations, natural disasters, pandemics, and technological advancements. And secondly, the supply chain risk. As you stated, it's the likelihood of a disruption that affects a company's ability to consistently deliver products and services. These disruptions can lead to various consequences, such as shortages, delays, price increases, and reputational damage.
Okay.
Thirdly is the supply chain coordination risk. There's some day-to-day challenges faced in managing the smooth flow of goods and information within the supply chain. This includes the issues like communication breakdowns, inefficient processes, supplier compliance problems, and the demand forecasting errors.
So very wordy. Can you tell me how many kind of risks that we have, that we can, that we may have?
Or what specific part?
Yeah, what is the biggest categories of risk for the supply chain?
Well, I think it's the risks related to the. You mean that the
I mean that
risk,
I
right?
don't need you to read the slide. I want you to understand the slide. So there are two main category of risk. The first one are the risks related to the coordination. The second one is the disruption caused by natural or by natural disaster. Yeah. So those are the two main categories of risk. And then from there, we can have more details. For example, those one are the one related to the natural or the country or the regulatory risk. And then we have the barrier of the logistic, inventory, quality, loss, theft. Those are related to the supply chain coordination risk. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I need to do to tell people, right? To present. When you present, don't just read, but you need to understand what we can learn from what you are saying. So for the risk management framework, what is it?
It's about to identify the resources or potential disruptions involving in brainstorming on
Cannot hear you anymore.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. What I've just said is that the first thing you have to do is you have to identify the sources of potential disruptions. This involves in brainstorming on the possible things that could go wrong in both internal and external environment of your company. And then you have to assess the potential impact of that specific risk and how much likely they could occur and how much damage they could cause to your company as well. And last but not least is develop plans.
So the first bullet is to assess the impact. Is it high or is it low impact? That is the first one. And the second one is about the probability, meaning is it likely to occur or not? So it's a kind of matrix. You have one matrix, and then you will assess based on the impact. Is it high or low? And then likelihood, is it likely to happen or not? For example, the risk of fire, right? The fire in a warehouse. So you will, that is the risk, and then you will determine whether it's likely to occur or not, right? So that is the assessment that you will do, and then you will see if it happens, the impact, the consequences, is it high or low? So basically, this framework tells us that we need to do that assessment and then focus on the highly focus on the event that likely to happen with the great impact. Do you get what I mean? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. This is the risk matrix. One of the matrix that you can see here is the high impact, that is in red. And then you focus on the red one. Yeah. So that is the high impact. Okay. And then the third bullet point is the mitigation plan. So mitigation plan, the root number, the root EM2, right?
Yes, we are the risk mitigation strategy.
I think you are very far from the microphone, cannot hear.
Yes, we are EM2.
Yeah, go ahead.
About the risk mitigation strategies. Can you hear me clearly, teacher?
Yeah, a bit soft, but I can hear.
Supply chains are complex and there are many potential risks. To understand the risks, we can see in the table that illustrate how to deal with it kind of risk that has a potential to occur to the supply chain. As we can see, the risks that have the chance of happening vary from natural disaster, supply chain, and the failure to perform the duty such as supply or network provider to the risk and risk. For example, the natural disaster, this causes widespread damage and disruption. So this is we have the strategy that to have the contingency plan in place. This could alternate sites for the operation, diversifying the supplier base and carrying insurance.
And then you need to buy the insurance, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The country risk did include
yeah, you don't need to go one by one, but give a real example. You are in the group EM2, right? You are entrepreneur manufacturing. What kind of activity of your company?
We are providing the agriculture products.
Right. So what are the risks of your company?
We think that we may be facing the natural disaster risk.
Right. Okay.
Like,
so that you have presented.
Sorry, teacher.
Yeah, you have presented the natural disaster already. Any other risk that can impact your strategy, your operation? Sorry. So the first one is about the natural. The second one is about, remember, the main categories just now is about the coordination. Here, the part below here is about the coordination. Do you have the inventory risk?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So what is the mitigation plan you can do to make sure that you have enough inventory?
I think that we can mitigate by implementing good inventory management practice, like just-in-time inventory and safety stocks.
What is the pool inventory?
Sorry, sure.
What is the pool inventory according to you? Did you know?
Maybe I forgot.
No worry. If you don't know, just say you don't know. Pool inventory, meaning that you share the same pool of inventory for different sites. So you have, so for example, your site in, you distribute to Dong Nai, to Biên Hòa, to Ho Chi Minh City, right? And to Bình Dương, for example. So if you have the warehouse, you know, in different areas, and if something, you know, that is not optimized, so if you have a pool inventory, you can have a central location, and then you can distribute to different warehouse or different manufacturing site. So that is the pool, meaning that all the site will share the same pool of inventory. Okay.
Yeah, I got that.
And the theft, do you have any risk of theft? Do you think your
Maybe.
Okay, so what are the mitigation strategy for that?
We will do the security measurement in the place that we operate, and for such as we have the alarm and the security cameras.
Yep, that's exactly what I was expecting, the real example. Okay, so this slide number 18, so it's the same. So basically this one is to assess the risk, whether it's high or low impact. Yeah. So is what we discuss here. Identify the source of potential disruption and assess the potential impact of the risk. This is the number 2, this table. Exhibit 2.3 is basically to make the ranking to see that risk is high or low. Okay. So the slide number 13. So now you go back to your teamwork and then assess the 3 potential risks of disruption to achieve the competitive dimension, right? So basically, it's the same. It's the same flow. Remember, we have already determined the competitive dimension of our company. Yeah, so now we need to assess the risk to achieve that dimension. Always the same flow. Yeah, don't go to another there are 1,000 risks, right? But then you need to be focusing because it's the same flow. We have already identified the competitive dimension of our company. Now we need to assess the risk of that competitive dimension. So basically, you do this kind of table, this kind of risk matrix, yeah, and you do the rating of the risk that may impact your competitive dimension. You understand? And after that, you will select the high impact in order to have this mitigation strategy. So the high impact you put on here, and what can you do to mitigate the risk? So this is asking for you assess the potential risk and then build the risk mitigation strategy. You understand?
So we only choose which which dimension has the highest impact in terms of the risk, and then we will give the strategy, the mitigation strategy to it, right? Or we have to give all of it.
No, you only focus on the risk related to your competitive dimension. It's the same flow. In the beginning, we determine the order winner. And based on the winner criteria, we determine the competitive dimensions. Okay, and now your competitive dimension is what? For example, your competitive dimension is delivery reliability. That is the must that you need to achieve, right? You need to be reliable in the delivery. So what are the risks that can derail your logistic from deliver on time and in full? For example, what are the risks? You understand?
Yeah. Yes, I understand. Thank you.
Okay, so now it's 2:10. Let's this is a bit of work, so let's do it until 2:20, and then we move back to our room. Jacob? Seems like we can hear now, but the voice is broken down.
Oh, teacher, can you hear me?
Yeah, Ngọc, I can hear you.
Không have some problem with her microphone, so I will interrupt for her part.
Thank you.
The productivity measurement, we have findings out that there are the one common measures that we also use it to be calculate about the productivity in our supply chain. And the most common is using the output to divide it from the input, and it will be divided into three main options. The first one is a part of partial productivity. The second one is multi-factor productivity, and the last one is total productivity. And to be made it more clearly, we will go to the next slide. So in the particle measures, we will use the output to be divided into a breakdown about the so from the general calculation, we will divide the input into more smaller part like labor, capital, material, or energy to use the output to divide it by each part of them. And in the multi-factor measures, when we will do some from the other one part like labor plus capital and energy to be divided by the average, like you can see in the second row. And with the total measures, we will use all the things we put to expect it will be the average to be divided in the input like the third row. And with an example, my friend will be taught to use in the next.
Yeah, but Bảo Ngọc, I have a question. Why do we need to calculate the partial measures? Why can't we just calculate the total measure?
I think that's because each part in the partial measures will be related into the different departments. And if we want to make sure that our supply chain can be sustainability, we must be consider about a lot of aspects like maybe the labor we use or the capital. And for each purpose, we must be consider and think about the productivity in each part. Harness our supply chain. Like we want to know that if our labor will be work effectively to make sure the supply chain will be run smoothly, we should use the proper measures to be calculated only for the labors and etc.
Right. So usually when you have a some problem, right? If you have the partial measure, that will help you to identify the root cause where the problem coming from. Okay, go ahead for the example.
Yes, so I will talk about the example. So as you can see below here are some examples they have put in for us about the output and the input. The output includes three factors, which is finished units, work in process, and dividends. The total output is $13,500, and the input includes 5 factors, which is labor, material, capital, energy, and other expenses. The total input is $15,193. So we can use these factors to calculate our productivity measurement. The first thing we do is to calculate the total measure. We take the equation of the total output divided by the total input. The result is 0.89. So for this 0.89 means that for 0.89 input, we will result in $1 one input will result in 0.89 output. And for the multi-factor measures, which means that we try to find out the many factors of input result in the total output, so we can combine like labor with material or
the total measure, the total measure, you need to understand like this. For $1 that you put in, you will get out $0.89 or 89 cents. Meaning that if you put in $100, you will get back $89 for the output.
Yes.
Yeah. This one. That's what it means. Meaning that the waste in the entire process is 11. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And the remaining equations is also the same, depending on what factors you are looking at. You can choose between multi-factor measures or partial measures to identify the productivity of the company.
Okay.
So next slide, please. Yes.
Okay, so ES1. We present this slide.
Yes.
So now give us a real example. Yeah.
Yes, so this is the example of partial measure of productivity. So basically the managers, they can better understand how the company is performing when there are many units of many factors other than dollars. So in such cases, I think the partial measure of productivity can be used because they cannot combine the dissimilar units such as labor hours or pounds of materials and so on. So here are some examples of partial measures. For business such as restaurants, they can use the measure of customer per labor hour. Or the retail store, they can use sales per square foot.
Customers here, what does it mean? Is it in dollars, or is it in the number of customers, or is it in the profit, or is it a number of meals that you can produce? What is it?
That is the number of meals that customers have.
So you count by meals. So if the meals they eat by, how do you define the meal? Is it entree, main course, and dessert? Is it one meal or is it 3 meals?
It's like the time that they have a meal at a restaurant. The number of meals.
So how long
like
they
the
eat at the restaurant?
Excuse me, can you ask the question again, please?
Yeah, so you mean how long they will eat at the restaurant?
Yeah,
Usually here, when you measure the productivity, you can take the sales per day, for example, and you divide it by the labor hour. For example, you open the restaurant for 16 hours, right? So for 16 hours, you have how much cost to employ people to run the 16 hours of the restaurant. You take the total revenue of that day divided by that labor in order to have the productivity of that day. And then you can go down to labor hour. For example, you employ people for 16 hours, you can divide it by 16 to have the productivity by per hour for that restaurant. Do you get what I mean?
Yes, I can get what you
Yeah, so usually we don't count by number of the meals, but we count by the total revenue of that day. Yeah, so that you can compare the productivity day by day, right? For example, you have the change in the labor, and then you want to know if this new labor, new people can deliver the same productivity or not. You can use this kind of, you can compare, this day, last month, we have this much productivity, but this decreased because we have a change in the personnel or whatever, so that we can identify the reason why we have the decrease, the drop in the productivity. That is the meaning. Okay, so next, retail store. Go ahead, Gunan.
For the retail store, the measure of productivity is sale per square foot. So
Over square meter, right? In
yeah,
Vietnam, we use the square meter.
Yes, so it's the sales divided by the area of that store.
So that we can compare the productivity store by store to see which store has the best productivity, right? Because some store may have very big superficie, but they don't deliver on the sales. Yeah. So this ratio, is it higher better or lower is better?
The higher, the better.
Very good. Next.
Because yeah. So next one is for the chicken farm. Its measurement is pound of meat per pounds of feed. So it's actually like the formula of outputs divided by inputs. Yeah. For the utility plant, the measurement is kilowatt hour per ton of coal. I
to
think
see how
the
much you
kilowatt
can
hours,
produce. Yeah, how much electricity that
it's
you can
like
produce.
yes, the amount of electricity that the plant can produce
For each
divided by
coal.
the the coal of each ton of coal that they put in. Yeah.
Okay.
And the
So
final
what
one,
is your business, Wun An? You are in ES1, right? You are in entrepreneur
the
services.
service. Yeah.
So what kind of productivity that you measure? What are your output? It can be a revenue. It can be a number of it can be your revenue. And what is your input?
Well, we may have it may
Labor.
be the labor or the costs. For example, we put in some money or expense for the sales and marketing. So that's the input, and the number of clients that we have, that we acquire, will be the output.
Yeah. So you can you can measure how much the cost.
Yeah, how much we can acquire, how many clients or how many clients that we can acquire with every dollar that we put on the sales and marketing.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good, very good. So based on the sustainability strategy, you will determine 3 specific productivity measures of your business. Yeah, so you will go back to do the teamwork. And then today, not every group will be presenting, only 2 groups to volunteer, and the winning group will get the bonus. Okay, so continue, go back to your presentation. Which group, to finish first and to want to volunteer to present to get the bonus, please put in the whenever you are ready. I only select the first 2. When you're ready, you go to this chat and you put your group name. So I will take the first 2 to present. Okay. So now, whenever you are ready, just put your group name here. I will select the first 2. Oh, PM2 ready. Okay, very good. If the other group are not ready, continue to work and then put on your group name later. So Đức, help me to share the screen to see if you can share the screen. Awesome, I can see your screen. So time is limited. I will take another group. Please volunteer.
in the supply chain.
Giống như trong cái
If we have
slide tiếp theo của mấy
issue
cái
with transportation logistics, then it can lead to the delays in receiving essential inputs like seeds, fertilizer, or equipment. And next slide is our group risk mitigation strategies. So as for the natural disaster, we can invest more in our crop insurance. And for the pest and disease, we should implement the integrated pest management practices. And finally, as for the supply chain disruption, we can develop multiple sourcing strategy for critical inputs. Therefore, we can avoid depending on single suppliers. And next is our group productivity measures.
So in the productivity measures, we will have 3 measures, which is the sale per employees. We will check the total sale and divide the number of employees so that we can track the total sale overall sale effectiveness. Secondly, we will have the inventory turnovers that will check the cost of goods sold divided by the average inventories. And thirdly, we will be the kilograms per hectare, and we are the manufacturing companies in harvesting products. So this will signify our resource utilizations and our agricultural output. And that is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you. Please go back to the previous slide so I can give you some comment before your friends can do the rating. So the first slide about the customer segmentation. So very good. I like that you have one slide about the customer segmentation, meaning that you really bear in mind your customer and you know exactly whom are you selling to. So that is very good. Go to the next slide. From the next slide, there is some improvement that you can take on. Or the qualifier. Here I see all the qualifier. There's no S. Here all the qualifiers need to be multiple, so there should be an S behind. And then you go into say about the product variety, compliance, payment terms, delivery lead times. So those are very related to the supply chain, but bear in mind about the product that you deliver to your customer. Who are for example, the payment terms. Do your customer, who is the high-end customer, they care much about the payment term? Not sure. Yeah. So all the qualifiers are basically what your customer care about. So based on the list of the qualifiers with an S, you will come up to choose one or maximum 2 order winner. So go to the next slide. Order winner. Usually you need to, I know you may not have enough time, so should focus on one order winner. In the list of order qualifiers, you will say, okay, we think this is the order winner because this is the must-have criteria that the customer will choose, and thanks to this order winner that the customer will buy from us. Yeah, so go to the next one, order winner. So in the order winners, there shouldn't be an S, right? You should focus on one order winner criteria that you focus on. Do you think that the customer will care more about the consistency and reliability, or do they care more about the sustainability and environmental sustainability, or do they care more about the pricing? Right? If your customer is a middle and high-end customer, do you need to care about the pricing? They might not, because they have the money to buy. What they care is more about the quality, if I understand, right? So what is the winner? What is the must that will differentiate you from other competitors? And this is the must-have criteria that you will win from your customer. Okay, so because you have so many other winners, we get lost in your presentation. We don't know the remaining slide. You are building the strategy to address which are the winner criteria. For example, you go to the next slide. You talk about the competitive dimensions. I don't know about the, you put the business depend on suppliers. You talk about the suppliers, quality, and you talk about the standard, labor, whatever. I don't know that which one is to address the core or the winner criteria, right? So you need to have the flow need to flow smoothly. So these core competitive dimensions need to serve the winner criteria that you identified earlier, right? And because you had 3, and here you only have 2 dimensions, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so from there you are lost because your flow is lost. So after that, we don't really know your strategy is for which purpose. It's kind of like lost in the middle of the street. Yeah. So from there on, I was lost with your presentation from this slide. However, I like your slide. It's very beautiful. Right away, I can tell those are the agricultural product. Very nice slide. And the last slide about the productivity measure, very good. You understand pretty well the concept of the productivity measure. For the presentation, the team need to work a little bit more on the pronunciation. Yeah. The one advice that I can give you to improve your pronunciation is to record it. Yeah. So read one sentence. You put the tool name Google Translate. Yeah. So you go in that and then you paste a sentence in there, and then you record what you read, and then you listen to the machine. How do they read it? So that you can see the difference, and you can adapt. You can change the way that you pronounce the word. For example, agriculture, for example. Yeah. So I know the letter A usually is an A. Why people pronounce agriculture? I don't know, but it is the way that the locals they pronounce. So those are the things that you can try to record and see the difference to make the improvement. Okay. Do you have any feedback or any questions for me?
No, we understand. Thank you, Valam. We will improve in the next presentations.
Okay, thank you. So everyone, you have 2 minutes to do the rating. For the group name is EM2. Yeah, so select the right EM2 and do the rating. Okay, the group CS1, please get ready.
Do you guys see the slide?
Yes.
I will present for our presentation. Our group determined that the order qualifiers, the design expertise and creativities, the high quality, the reasonable price and cost transparencies.
Sorry to disturb, but what is the product or the service that you provide?
We provide the our designs.
The
service.
interior design, which is design the furniture.
Okay, got you. Go ahead.
The next one is the smart design, the flexibilities and customization and the conveniences. And we also identify that our customers see young order the moving age from 18 to 28 years old. They are the low to middle incomes and have the budget conscious homeowners. So our order winner criteria see reasonable price and cost transparencies.
And next is our competitive dimensions.